You know what, this thing is too hard to ignore. I gotta make a video about this. The April blizzard of 1901. Probably the weirdest snowstorm out of all 50 states that actually produced a state's record snowfall accumulation. Where did that happen? Well, right here in Ohio, because of course it would. And New York and Pennsylvania too, but mainly Ohio. So in today's video, I'm going to be describing in probably about 5 minutes. Well, it's literally like 3 a.m. in the morning as I'm recording this. I'm going to describe why it was so bad, why it was so unique, the meteorological synopsis behind it, and why I think this will almost certainly never happen again. Or at least never in our lifetimes. Anyway, let's get into the video. So firstly, when I'm referring to the April Ohio blizzard, what exactly am I talking about? Well, let me explain. So, basically, on April 19th, 1901, a mainly unexpected snowstorm would bring catastrophic damage to Ohio, along with records, not only for counties, but for the entire state. Keep in mind, all this was in April. Late April, may I mind you. So, what was the meteorological synopsis? What was the timeline? Well, according to News 5 at Cleveland, here is what they say. It says, quote, here's the setup. Low pressure over Texas gained strength on April 18th, gathering lots of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. The low was forecast to move directly east through Georgia next day. However, due to lack of meteorological understanding at the time, it was bound to change. Quote, instead, it turned northeast through Virginia into Pennsylvania. The storm slowed drastically thanks to strong high pressure over the northeast Atlantic Ocean. This allowed portions of Ohio to see 30 to 50 hours of steady snow over the course of 3 days. End quote. Sounds fun, right? Wrong! Here's why. Now, normally, you would expect, maybe, during a typical winter storm, at the most, a foot of snow, right? Not for this one. Well, maybe you think it's less. You'd be wrong. Oh boy. It's, a nice old over 24 inches. From about Coshocton, near Nellie, to about Niles, Ohio, there was a giant stretch of area that got purely over 40 to even over 60 inches of snow. And we're not even including snowdrifts. Including snowdrifts, it gets as high as 10 to 12 feet. That's taller than a house. Yeah, insane. And you know that's guaranteed to cause some issues. For example, all that snow on your roof is not good. It could cause it, if it's heavy enough, with the sleet and the rain, which is now frozen, to collapse in. Yes, it could collapse your roof in. And yes, sadly, this did happen to a lot of people. Not even to mention the fact of how impossible it would to maybe even go outside if you were unlucky enough to be in those 10 to 12 feet snowdrifts. But there is some good news, such as, due to the fact that no confirmed casualties or injuries were reported, although it could also be from a lack of data at the time, most assume that temperatures were likely over 32 or just about 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is enough to keep you alive. And what makes this so unique is the fact that not only did this occur in late April, but this also brought record snowfall accumulation to Ohio, which is why I don't think this event will ever happen again. Probably. You never know. Storm out.